Okay, everybody, welcome aboard to Cars and Comedies here. Ready for this one? This is going to be a shocker. The woman buys, this lady doesn't even know much about cars. This lady buys a 2022 Jeep. This lady is a medical EMT, right? And the message from the EMT says, she buys this brand new Jeep, right? Her first problem was she bought a Jeep and didn't get a Honda, but not everybody listens to me. Really. So the air suspension broke once on this Jeep. Once. Okay. Never mind the fact that it's a 2023 and Sequoias have that are 20, 30 years old. And Lexuses, right? Okay. So what happened? She gets it fixed underneath the warranty and has to get the Jeep shipped back to her house within 75 miles of driving. Guess what happened again? It broke! It broke! Again! Really? Jeep, your cars are garbage. I mean, I mean, hey, they used to have a really good Cummins engine in them, but instead they put a Italiano engine in them that fail all the time. Really, they're junk cars. I would not hold my breath on anything Stellantis, Chrysler, the Three Stooges of poor quality control. I would not hold my breath on them making quality cars unless I'm trying to have an early heart attack. All right, next one from you guys, one of you viewers is I have a 2010 Nissan Altima. And what happens is when I put it into drive from reverse, it clunks a little bit. Okay, when you put those things from drive to reverse and they clunk a little bit, oftentimes that means the tranny's worn a little bit. Hey, I've had cars do that for years, though. Just like when you get a stupid PO420 code, only in Tennessee where you can legally drive your car and pass it, you don't care about that stuff. Um, and here is a really interesting subway system in Washington, D.C. for you viewers. There is a train at the metro system that they have down there. Ready for this one? And it's called the special train, and people can't ride them. And like they have the yellow system up here, the D line. Well, this is the red line at the metro system, and it is the red line O system, right? And chimpanzees can go on them. Wildlife animals can go on them. Really? I mean, come on. What? Hey, I thought I could go on there. We got a train going for wildlife people. Really? Well, we're not supposed to be polluting, but we're putting an extra diesel train in there for wildlife animals. Really? It is just gone to a point of absurdity. People have lost it. The world is changing. I mean, oh, we're doing better with the Teslas, yet there's no Teslas there. Oh, well, that didn't work out. So now we're going to double speak it with saying, oh, we have a nice habitat for pandas. I mean, really, this is a next level absurdity. I mean, what do you think you can do? You can go on there and hope you can bet for Winston Churchill, and maybe there'll be a dog that looks directly at you and a cat, and then the pig will look you directly in the eye. I mean, or maybe E.T. will get on there and charge up some plants. I mean, it's just got to be too much. Next up, it's from a YouTube video from North Carolina, right? Where, I mean, this is really funny. I mean, I can't get over this. Where the guy controlling a roller coaster ride at the Carowinds in North Carolina. I mean, this is really funny. And you know what he does? When they're sitting in the system, this is a system that only has a belt, not an overhang thing. So the guy says, oh, I forgot to tighten up the overhead thing. And then what does he do? He drops it. And he says, oh, I think there's something going on with the chain. And he drops it, and he records the people with their funny faces. Really, hey, there's nothing wrong with a broken chain. I think I had a broken chain one time, and my transmission went out a couple of times, and they had to fix me when I had 122,000 miles on it. Next up from one of you guys in Nashua, New Hampshire. This guy is sitting in his Tesla, right? And I mean, what this guy does is he sits in his Tesla and he flashes his high beams on and off to let the other oncoming traffic know that there is a police officer coming. So what does he do? Continuously loops around in a circle. And you know what he says? He goes back to the police officer and he says, "Oh, how many of them have you caught?" And he says, "Oh, I've only caught a couple." So what does he do? What does he do? Go on the exit, go back up around, go up the street, and sit in the same spot, and flash his high beams off and on. So the officer couldn't pull anybody over. And, well, I hope everybody was okay. Because guess what? They ain't getting any corrupt speeding tickets in New Hampshire. Because God knows New Hampshire's government is almost as corrupt as anywhere else. They say, "Oh, live free or die." I mean, really, what type of doublespeak is that?